Halloween is one of the doodles that we've done every year.
Usually it's just an illustration, or like a few years ago we did sort of like a click-through with candy unwrapping. This is the first time we've done like an actual shoot, carving actual pumpkins. The largest one here I think is 1,298 pounds, so that's pretty big. And moving them is a really arduous process, not only because they're huge and heavy, but also because they're pretty fragile.
If we aren't careful, the whole pumpkin could collapse. So we want to make sure that they're creative and they're beautiful and they're artistic, but we also need to make sure that they're structurally sound.
Taking something this large and then knowing that you could possibly screw it up in front of the entire world or whoever's going to see the doodle is a little intimidating.
I'm carving the big G, which is a lot of responsibility. If you can't read the big G, the rest of the logo isn't really readable at all.
I'm doing the first O. A little less pressure on me because it's the one set of duplicate letters.
I have really begun to create the fangs that will mark my O, my monster O.
It's been pretty challenging. I spent the first part of the morning figuring out which side of the knife was sharp, and now that I've figured that out, it's been playing catch up with the rest of the gang.
I'm working on the letter L of the Google logo, and I wanted to do kind of a straightforward typographical L, pretty close to the one that actually appears on the homepage.
I am the E. So this guy right here is 900 pounds.
I think that
Biggest pumpkin I've ever carved.
I didn't know it was going to be like this solid, so it was pretty difficult to carve into.
the walls, at least mine, is like 6 inches deep. So I actually had to work with this big saw, like this big, eventually, to get this hole out of the pumpkin.
Because a regular pumpkin's about human head size, and this is much, much larger, the power dynamic is sort of shifted where instead of sort of feeling in control, you think at any given time this could potentially consume you. The designs were every man for themselves, more or less. We didn't know what the pumpkins were going to really look like until yesterday.
We basically started by drawing out the letter and cutting into it and just slowly carving away. I'm not going all the way through, I'm just kind of sculpting it, I guess, and creating little pockets, little slivers of openings to let some of that light shine through.
You know, we took a look at these pumpkins yesterday, and we really tried to let them tell us what they wanted to be. It's true. It's true. You look at the ridges, you know, you look at the contours, the shapes, and you just sort of, I personally didn't, I just touched it. I felt the pumpkin. And through a series of, I mean, I don't want to say a psychic connection, I'm not a superstitious person, but there's some sort of communication happened.
It's been really fun, and just to see how excited people are. We've had a lot of people coming up to the pumpkins, and we had some people even show up in costume, and I think it just kind of brings out that sort of playful, youthful side of everybody, and it's just fun to be around that kind of energy.
A lot of those people didn't even know until today we were doing this. They just happened to have costumes at their desks. So.
We got some pretty cool ones. There was an android. We had the Peg Man from Maps make an appearance, which was pretty cool.
We had a Santa Claus. We had a couple construction workers. We had a dinosaur.
It was really nice to see all the other people who weren't carving just do their thing.
This is the last piece of my pumpkin.
Not bad, actually. You know, it's really fun just to be out here as a team and to goof around, but to have sort of a unified creative goal in mind, and really looking forward to seeing how it lights up. I think that's going to be sort of the payoff.
What we're doing with these light bulbs is we're faking candles. They're all on a flicker box, which is going to have them constantly be dimming up and down to simulate candlelight.
We hope our users get a kick out of it, seeing the time lapse of us, you know, carving these away, and then the finale of lighting them up. So yeah, hopefully it'll surprise them, and it should be cool.